Yes, everybody, welcome back to another Stay United Watchalong. Hope everyone's doing well. Everyone's day has been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time to the stream. While you do come in, and it is the early stages before kickoff, I've been spooked out again. That's the second time I've been spooked out. You need to stop talking. The YouTube video playing in it. Rookie mistake. But anyway, be sure to hit a like on the video. Subscribe to CM22ENT. If you're new, home of the United Twins on YouTube and the Stay United Watchalongs. So be sure to see some across the course of the rest of the season, to be fair. And of course, the United Twins coming after in a couple of days' time. We'll be reacting to this one, myself and my little bro, Cappy. What channel is this game on? In the UK, realist, it is on ITV1. In the UK, it is on ITV1. Big up, Super Nick. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. We got to read this once again. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. But you know what? There's no better time to get into the lineups. So for today, Man United versus Everton in the FA Cup. David De Gea with his 511th Manchester United appearance. Bruno Fernandes captain in the side today. Anthony Martial, who will be up top. Marcus Rashford, expect him to be out on the left. Malacia to be left back. Christian Eriksen and Casemiro in the midfield. Rafael Varane centre back. Dalot back in right back position. Anthony out on the right wing, and Luke Shaw returning to that centre back spot next to Rafael Varane. Everton's lineup today, we got Jordan Pickford, James Tarkowski, Onana, Damari Gray, Alex Iwobi, Mikalenko, Neil Maupay, Ben Godfrey, Seamus Coleman, Idrissa Gana Gay, and Connor Cody starting for them. On the bench for Manchester United, Tom Heaton, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Martinez, Wan-Bissaka, Fred, Scott McTominay, Anthony Elanga, and Alejandro Garnacho. And Everton's bench, Begovic, Mason Holgate, Dwight McNeil, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Anthony Gordon, Yerry Mina, Doucouré, Davis, and Sims. So let me know what you think of that lineup in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. As we return to this screen, the chat's going off on Roy Keane's mustache. The chat, hey, his mustache looks mad. I'm not gonna lie. You really said Roy Keane. Bloody hell. Super Nick saying Roy Keane's mustache is distracting me. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's looking a bit mad still. Roy Keane's trying to go off with all that drip. It's the drip dripping. Let us know, ladies and gents. It's the drip dripping. That's what we need to know. What am I seeing in the chat, by the way? Why am I not seeing the chat? Yeah, that's a strange one. Who knows? Anyway, let me know what you think of the lineups once again. Let me just leave it on the... Look, I can see the chat there. Where's the chat over here? Maybe it's in a different position. Anyway, I'll look at that another time. But yeah. Whoa. Wait. Hey, no. Hold on a second. When did Readers see that? I didn't even see it. How come I never even saw the chat? That is wild. That is wild. I'm nothing to say about that one. But yes, ladies and gents, give me your thoughts on the game in the FA Cup third round. The first ever meeting between the both sides in the FA Cup third round, that is. Everton and Manchester United never played each other in the FA Cup third round. With so many years of the competition, that is... Yeah, I always love them kind of little stats there. If you know, you know. So give me your thoughts on the game. Super Nick saying I knew you would say what I was thinking. Oh, jeez. Hey, let me not talk, man. I'll leave it to the people in the chat. But, you know, in terms of Everton, and we've spoken about it, shout out to Realist United. We did the United Tropics today. We spoke, kind of previewed the game a little bit. And you know, Everton, in terms of the midfield, they'll be able to bring a level of physicality to the game. Definitely, for sure. And Manchester United will have to match that and use their quality to win back the ball and counter-attack. And also create, because there will be parts of the game where they'll be in the low block. They're struggling right now as a side in all competitions So they're not going to want to go gung-ho. It is a one-off competition in the end of the day. So I do expect Everton in parts of the game to take it to Manchester United if they are allowed to. If they are allowed to at Old Trafford. So that is an interesting one. Let me know what you think in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to make sure all of my promos out and such and such and such. Yes, indeed. Promo ready. So yeah, ladies and gents, we got 10 minutes until kickoff now, 9 minutes. I got everything sorted out. I'll have to make sure. No. Because, no. No, is it too late? Is it too late? This is why people would tell me I need to move to a cloud bot, you know. Of course I forgot my chat bot. But it is what it is. It's all good. We over here on the tube. But how's everybody's day been today? Looking forward to this one. The game after, we got Charlton in the Carabao Cup. Good opportunity to try and win a competition. Both of these competitions, to be fair. So who knows? Who knows, ladies and gents? It could be or it could not be. Who knows, man? Hey, it's all good, read this, man. We got the player today. I'm blessed with the player today, bro. No cap. I'm blessed with the player today. But yeah, man, when it comes to them, this is the annoying thing about the Sky Sports and all of them things there. But it's all good. Because it's on ITV, I'm blessed today, read this. Thank you, bro. Right now, I'm seeing an old KFC advert. Well, what has TV come to nowadays? It's a bit mad, isn't it? It's a little bit mad, I'm not going to lie. But interesting things. Apparently, the Man United fans are singing about Glazer ownership, applying pressure as always. Everton fans singing sack the board. That's reported by Simon Stone online. Once again, congrats to David De Gea, 511 appearances for the club. Which is it's not an easy number to get to. Let's just say that. Not an easy number to get to. Anthony returning to the lineup as well, which is his disappearance in the previous game. It wasn't spoken about a lot. I didn't see a lot of news regarding that because he wasn't in the squad at all. Maybe I missed something. I don't know, but yeah. Apparently, I'm hearing that Roy Keane was saying he's not convinced by Ten Hag yet. Saying the fixtures have helped us in our form. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Because previous managers have lost to lesser teams in the past as Manchester United manager. So that is an invalid comment from the beginning, to be fair. In my opinion. Let me know what you think. We're never going to stop saying Super Nick, hashtag Glazers out each and every time. It has to be all day, every day. Big up to man like King in the cut. Hope you're doing well today. It's been best. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. People, be sure to subscribe to King's Football Show over here on YouTube and follow on Twitch. Same with Readers United. Be sure to subscribe to Readers United over on YouTube, where we have the United Tropics podcast every week. And go and follow him on Twitch for all your gaming needs. Paxton, big up yourself. Hopefully you're doing well today. It's been best. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. Saying Roy Keane, shush. Super Nick saying if we don't see another spin, we know why. And yes, Happy New Year to you, man like King. Big up 5 Zenio. Hope you're doing well. Today's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. Big up Manj. Hope you're doing well. Today's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. Reader saying that's funny. One team saying sack the board, the next saying sell the club. Hey, it's a Mazzoline, isn't it? You guys, you can say 2 clubs that have been in disarray as of recent. Manchester United, of course, in good form, but Can't hide the fact that the club has been run dry by the owners, the Glazers. But let's see what happens. Big up the squad each and every time. We got man like Vibes, Realist, Super Nick, Manj. Shout out to King each and every time as well. Big up to everybody who's come through early on. Man says CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. Apparently, I'm seeing a quote from Eric Ten Hag here. He says, Old Trafford is becoming a fortress, ? You have to prove it in every game. You have to be ready for every game, and that starts with the right intensity, the right attitude, and the right energy. Players just in the lineups, getting ready to come out soon. It's almost game time. We do also have some more quotes, so I will read them out for you. Ten Hag again, it's important. The return of Dalot and Anthony. It's also what they play for. To find their connection on the pitch. Of course, they're playing on the right-hand side, right back, Diogo Dalot, and then right wing, Anthony. Ten Hag on Shaw's choice. It's also a tactical choice. A form is very good. With Rafa Varane and Tyrell Malacia played very well. So I keep that in terms of moving Shaw back. Man says say it like Ten Hag. Oh no. Old Trafford is becoming a fortress, eh? You have to prove it in every game, eh? You have to be ready, for every game, and that starts with the right intensity, eh? The right attitude, the right energy. It's hard. I said it's hard time. Get out of here, man. Nah, put some respect on my name. Hey, Ten Hag saying, we take every game, and every competition seriously. Luke Shaw back at centre back. Hey man, hey, I probably butchered the accent, man, but I got it, I said CM, CM, Big up to everybody inside. Also, I would appreciate it if you could slap a retweet on the promo that we have going on Twitter. That's the only place really where there is a legitimate promo. But be sure to show some love over on Twitter and retweet the streams. And big up to everybody that's watching this stream on Twitter, because we also have a live stream going at the same time. Be sure to come through to the YouTube chat. Come through to the 22 YouTube chat and say hello. The game is starting in a couple minutes time. Right now I'm seeing adverts in my face. I want to see the green of the football pitch. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm energized for this one. Had dinner not long ago. I got a big bottle of water right by my side. Shout out to Star-Lord. Hope you're doing well. Hope your days have been blessed. I appreciate you coming by each and every time. Good to see you here. Fans saying big up the GOAT. Reader saying I like to hear him in the press conferences. Man saying I'll be back at halftime. Say no more. Enjoy the game. Paxton saying can't watch the game, so relying on CM. At least it ain't on Twitch. Say no more, Paxton. I'll do the best possible job I can to commentate the game and make that a little imaginary canvas in your mind animated. Vibes saying Anthony Golasso, I can feel it. Spin as well saying Vibes, listen, I'm hoping for you, bro. Star-Lord saying let's go, come on. Everton are shaking the hands of some fans behind the dugout. I got 2 iPads going on the TV. Big up yourself, Star-Lord. Thank you for coming through each and every time. Hope you enjoy. Hope everybody enjoys the game. Anthony Spin, Vibes, Anthony Spin. Paxton, why not need a link or something? just showing the lineups for me on the television. Let me make sure I'm ready. So I got the scoreboard going at that this time. Cause sometimes I get a little too giddy and I'll forget to start the scoreboard all together. We don't want to do that now. We don't want to do that. Everton playing that 5-3-2 formation. Showing Marcus Rashford right now in some brilliant form. Waiting for that whistle. Just taking care of some errands out and about. Big up yourself, Paxton. Everton kicking off. And the game has begun, ladies and gentlemen. Everton kicking from right to left. From the way I'm seeing it anyway. Nah, this is Super Nick, yeah. You're talking about kickoff 45 seconds. You know, there's a little delay here on the computer. Nah, I'm joking. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Everton coming off a 4-1 defeat against Brighton as Jordan Pickford just boots it all the way up to David De Gea. Alex Iwobi appreciating the attempt at least. Luke Shaw now on the ball, back in that centre-back position where he had a lot of success for a couple of games at least before moving back to his natural left-back role against Bournemouth. Diogo Dalot recently coming back from a hamstring injury sustained in the final game, or Portugal's final game of the World Cup at least. Casemiro fighting for the ball and giving it to Marcus Rashford. Driving now. Onana's chasing and he gets a good challenge in. Goes out for a Manchester United throw into Malacia. Throw it back into the pitch. Malacia couldn't work in a tight space there. Everton did a good job of closing him down quickly and they get the throw in. Seamus Coleman, the captain. The ever-present Seamus Coleman. Just a Ghana gay. Was formerly at Everton before he made this move to PSG. Here's Marcus Rashford though. Manchester United were able to win back the ball. He took on Godfrey and he got challenged. Now Alex Iwobi coming away with it. And a costly slip by Neil Maupay. Idrissa Gana Gueye has it back now. Spreads it out to the left-hand side. The dangerous Damari Gray taking on Rafael Varane. Cutting inside. He does a good job. But Casemiro and Dalot close the gap through. Anthony Martial does well there to win back the ball. Good effort. Now Marcus Rashford has a bit of space on the left-hand side. Godfrey closest to him. He's going to take him on inside the box and puts it inside. Anthony, 1-0 Manchester United, 3 minutes in the game. And the man who returns to the squad, Anthony, Vibe spoke it into existence. And United have a 1-goal lead. A dire start for Everton. An excellent start for Manchester United. Winning back the ball. Anthony Martial does well. He had 3 players all around him and still came away with the ball. Gives it to Marcus Rashford on the left-hand side. Ben Godfrey is the only person closest to him. He just drives down the left. Gets the left foot on it and Anthony stretches at the back post. Into the back of the net. 1-0 Manchester United. Readers saying, what a start. Super Nick with the eyes and the vibes. Star Lord, come on. Super Nick saying, spin, a certain guy gonna get sacked. Paxton saying, come on. His time is up, saying Super Nick. Happy New Year. Hope you had a good one. Big up yourself, King. Lampard P45 inbound here. Star-Lord, it's not looking good if this continues. Super Nick saying before half time. Oh, dearie me. But what a start for United, huh? What a start for United, eh? Anthony back in the team and back in the goals. From Frank Lampard's perspective, just speaking about him, you would have wanted Everton or your side to keep it tight early on, and that just has not been the case. Diogo Dalot sending it up now, and Christian Eriksen not able to control it high up the pitch in the central area. Has a manager ever been sacked mid-game? Now, that is a good question. Manager ever been sacked? That is a good question, Star-Lord. Let me see. That is a good old question. So the chatbot's working. Lovely. Lovely. Hey. Shola also has a brace for the youth team playing Fulham, I believe. Shout out to you, Paxton, for the updates. Martial! Wide of the goal. Unlucky. But Manchester United just dangerously. Let me see something. I'm reading something right now, Star-Lord, saying with reports suggesting that Dutchman, the Dutchman, who are we talking about here? Let me see. Has a manager ever been sacked at halftime? Reveals the effect Tottenham sacking Martin Yo. Okay. So Martin Yo, this is about him. So with reports suggesting the Dutchman was going to be sacked and Juan de Ramos brought in to replace him, Spurs did the unthinkable and pulled the proverbial trigger during a UEFA Cup game on October 25th at halftime of a clash with Getafe, with the news circulating around the stadium before the final whistle. So I'm not sure if it's exactly halftime. This was in 2007-08. But yeah, that's damning. That is damning. Even though maybe it wasn't official. But hey, close, I guess. Martinho. Shout out to you, Super Nick. Jordan Pickford just booting it clear. And Neil Maupay tries to play it. First time to Seamus Coleman. Gets the pass wrong out for a United throw-in. Martial was fighting for possession out wide. Using his quick feet, Everton retain via the throw-in. Almost 8 minutes into the game, United already 1-0 up, courtesy of the Brazilian Anthony. Assist to Marcus Rashford. David De Gea on ball now, choosing to kick it long. He gets kind of lucky with that, but somehow we're away. And here's Anthony, right-hand side, driving into a bit of space. Rashford on the edge of the box. Anthony just gets it wrong there. Gets it wrong. And Everton will be able to come away with it. Mikalenko passing it back to Tarkowski. Now on Nana. They've done well to play it out. Alex Iwobi. Seamus Coleman slowing it down now for Everton on the right side. Iwobi asking for it back and receiving. Giving it to Damari Gray. Onana. Now Tarkowski advanced into the United area. Lays it off for Damari Gray, who passed it to Mikalenko and receives it back. Now Everton just trying to get a bit of possession, taking their time on the ball. Walking pace at the moment. Damari Gray making a run on ball. Mikalenko tries to find more pay on the inside, but it's inaccurate. And now here come Manchester United. Shout out to Bargav. Hope you're doing well. Your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. Saying Abubakar to United. I've heard the reports, and that is a good point. I gotta ask you guys a question. Vincent Abubakar, we've all seen him via the World Cup, AFCON. Would you guys take Abubakar on loan until the end of the season? That is an interesting question that we do have to ask. Yes or no, ladies and gents? Yes or no? Casemiro is a done. Yeah, I mean, as of recent, star loan, he's been playing at a different level, at his own level, I should say. Because Casemiro has been that guy. He's improved our midfield so much in such a short time. And it's good to see. Oh, actually, yeah. I forget that I can put up polls on YouTube. I'm seeing a lot of no's already, though. Let me make sure. Let me put out the poll. One second. Thank you for reminding me. I do forget sometimes. Yes. No. Abubakar. Alright, cool. I've just put out the poll for everybody that's watching. Let me know, yes or no to Vincent Abubakar to United. I know already a lot of people are voting no. A few people are saying no in the chat. Paxton, Star-Lord. World Cup hype don't mean nothing, saying Paxton. Indeed, I had to get help with something. What did I miss? Well, vibes. You got your guy Anthony a goal. On the counter-attack, United win back the ball. Martial came away with it in a central area while he was marked by 3 Everton players. Gave it to Marcus Rashford, who drove down the left-hand side against Godfrey, got past him and got a little bit of space and crossed it towards the back post where Anthony just needed to stretch his foot out and guide it into the back of the net. Come on, vibes. We got 67% of people now on the poll. Only 3 people have voted saying no to Abubakar. And 33%, which is, I believe, is the one person said yes. Be sure to get your votes in. Mikalenko coming forward now for Everton, giving it to Idrissa Gana Gueye. Just dribbles outside of the Manchester United box. Mikalenko into Damari Gray. Got a bit of space. Oh, it's off the post. They gave Damari Gray way too much space outside the area. It comes off the post and seemed to bounce off David De Gea. Let's see. Okay, no, it doesn't. Okay, so so it's a corner kick to Everton. It hit the post and bounced off David De Gea's head. Almost a goal. So it's a corner kick. Damari Gray whipping it into the area. It's a good ball, but headed away. Good header at that. Idrissa Gueye. Mikalenko now for Everton. Damari Gray dropping deep. Booting that ball up the pitch. Headed on by Tarkowski. Varane deals with it. Casemiro clears. Now here's Onana. Good strength by him. Oh my goodness. David De Gea. Connor Cody. Everton a level. It seemed like the ball was just kept in on the right side of the box before it goes out of play. And it goes through the legs of David De Gea and Connor Cody comes to tap it in. Everton a level. A bizarre way to concede. Wow. Let's have a look at this again. Tarkowski heads it on. The initial clearance by Casemiro. Godfrey heads it back. Onana absolutely henches out Casemiro. It's Morpay who just hooks it and keeps it into the air, keeps it in the box, keeps it in play. And it goes right through David De Gea. It seems like he doesn't expect it. Wow. Yeah, Morpay just scoops it in and it goes through the legs of De Gea. Connor Cody putting it into the back of the net. And early on, the game is back to a level setting. Wow, that was bizarre. Very bizarre. Super Nick saying no, Reader saying no. Here we go again. The agenda begins. Oh, hell no. David needs some hard food. He has not bulked up over the years, has he? Okay, yeah, Casemiro went flying. Onana denched him out. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, well, we're back level. After a great start for Manchester United, Everton have somehow found a way to get back into the game through a David De Gea mistake. But we move. Still early in the game, 1-1. Manchester United in possession, and they'll be looking to rewrite that wrong. Here's Martial. Good control by him. Tries to play Eriksen through, but good cut out by the defenders that time. New contract, the old David De Gea. Oh, God. Really saying just use your hands. I hear it still. That's what the commentators are saying over here. Maybe the ball came in just too quickly. And he wasn't able to react in time. Here's Morpay. Onana played a pivotal role in that equaliser, considering the strength he used to get Casemiro off the ball. But here's Marcus Rashford into Martial. Great chance. Good save by Pickford. Corner kick, Manchester United. An electric counter-attack once again by Manchester United. Martial and Rashford combining multiple times, and Martial's toe poke just couldn't go beyond Pickford. He made himself big and strong and got the save. Super Nick saying nobody needs contest winner, spaghetti legs. Oh boy. Oh boy. Just looking at this Abubakar competition, 75% say no. 25% say yes, ball in from the corner. Damari Gray tries to head it on. And that'll be a free kick to Everton, I believe, a handball. Don't know on who, but the referee's giving it. Can't be getting nutmeg saying read this. Super Nick saying, I've only just noticed how Marga David De Gea is. Shows in of his face still. I think it helps to be dynamic, you know? But yeah. That is strange. I'm looking at the replays again. It just seems that David De Gea doesn't react in time or doesn't catch the flight of the ball accurately enough. You know, mistakes can happen in the end of the day. I know there'll be a bunch of people online saying, oh, this is why David De Gea needs to go. You know, there are weaknesses in his game, no doubt. Like there is in everybody else's game, there are weaknesses. And whether that will be beneficial down the line for Manchester United, we will find out. But mistakes happen, innit? I just hope the team can come back and go on to win once again, which I'm confident we can. A few people did see this as a potential banana skin. We shall see. We're only 18 minutes into the game. Luke Shaw boots it forward towards Fernandez. Good header back to Martial. Sets it. Takes the shot. Blocked by Tarkowski. It's Seamus Coleman. FPL content will start again on Sunday. Big up yourself, King. Been covering and doing FPL content all season. Hope you've been doing well. Super Nick saying he needs protein and weights for at least 6 months consistently. Oh boy. Should have passed to Anthony then and Star Lord. Yeah. Just kept the play going. Banana skin, he needs some yama banana saying super Nick. She's on to David. She's on to David. After that, it's Rafael Varane. Gives it into Christian Eriksen. Passes it out to Casemiro, who's right now acting as the third centre back. Anthony Martial, nice. First time pass to Anthony now. Gives it back and a little 1-2 flick by Anthony to Diogo Dalot. He'll be a willing overlapper to Anthony in this game. And Anthony, that should be an Everton throw-in. Fails to control the pass from Dalot and gives away possession there. Stadium has slightly gone a little quiet since the first goal. Maybe a moment there where you're a little shocked. And as some of you will know, I do have a Twitch channel as well where I do a bit of gaming over there. So if you want to see that, be sure to hit the link and follow over on Twitch. I'm thinking of moving some of the sports streams or most of the sports streams over to YouTube. We shall see. Just to differentiate the platforms of content. Onana's currently down on the ground right now. Just looking at it. Casemiro goes into the challenge. He gets the ball. Both guys kind of go on the floor. Seems like Onana got caught ever so slightly. The scrappy nature of this game means it's wide open. Anyone can win. We need to regain composure, saying Super Nick. For sure. For sure. You know, at Everton, they're going to try and break up this game. Try and slow it down at times and stifle Manchester United's attacking opportunities. And make the most of the opportunities they do make on the counter. Manchester United, they will have to be wary of our threat also. I ain't played Xbox since Borderlands 3. You know what? I've never played Borderlands. I already know what the game is about. I've never played Borderlands. I do need to broaden my horizons. I've been doing that in the past couple of years. Broadening my horizons, but I feel like I've moved beyond sports games these days, you know. I feel like I've moved away from sports games. More so trying to play story modes and stuff like that. Ever since I started playing Uncharted and The Last of Us and these kind of games. I heard The Last of Us TV series is coming out soon, if it's not out already. Any of you guys interested in seeing that? Super Nick saying, I'm only good at Street Fighter. Listen, shout out. Many days, I remember when me and Super Nick used to play Street Fighter on the computer back in the day. When the graphics were OG, they're like triple OG. It's epic. I'm going to have to give it a go, Star-Lord. Thank you. I'm going to have to give it a go for sure. I've always heard of it, but I've never ever played it. So definitely going to have to try it out and see what's goody. These days, as I am allowed to, I'm more open to it. I started, when I was playing games, I always used to play like your FIFAs. Then I moved over to the NBAs of the world when I started becoming a basketball fan. Borderlands has the most weapons in all shooter games combined. Wow. PS3 is my fave, saying Super Nick. Yeah. I love the PS3. Street Fighter and PS3 is great as well. But yeah. The story of the PS3 is really, really interesting. How, you know, they tried to innovate so much that it almost backfired for Sony. And then it took many, many years for them to recover and refine the PS3 console, get rid of features, add features, and then eventually it became successful. If anybody's interested in all that. But let's get back to that football. The Super Nick, old school indeed. Borderlands, sheesh. Here's Neil Maupay, formerly of Brighton. A thorn in many teams' sides. Casemiro gets the pass wrong to Marcus Rashford. Wasn't on the same wavelength that time. Jordan Pickford just picking up the ball and playing it. Just a Ghana Gay will pass it back to his goalkeeper. Hey, listen, realist, don't be saying that to Super Nick. She be playing Street Fighter like that, man. She be playing Street Fighter like that. Especially OG Street Fighter. She should have you on ropes, bro. Here's Mikalenko. Damari Gray overlapping now. It's in a central area with Alex Iwobi. Hesitates and trying to play the forward pass to Coleman. Gives it to Tarkowski instead. Tries to play it through to Mikalenko, who has to stretch for the ball. It goes out of play for a Manchester United goal kick. Super Nick saying if they have rocket launchers and grenades, it sounds like my type of game. Oh, dearie me. Me and my little headphones, it always gets caught. Always gets caught sometimes. I have to make sure it's in the middle. I have that on PC saying realist. It's Luke Shaw inside of Everton's half now. Anthony receives the ball. Good pass by Shaw. And Delo and Anthony can't combine. Damari Gray gets fouled by Casemiro, just tripping him up while they're on the counter-attack. Free kick. Casemiro needed to kind of stop him there because the counter-attack was on. Movie out soon too, saying Star of the Borderlands. Wow. That is very, very, very interesting. Gonna have to check that out. Uh-oh. Marcus Rashford and Godfrey seem to be in a little entanglement. Getting a little heated, nothing too major. Referee just calling Godfrey and Rashford to one side, try to speak to them. He's just speaking to both of the players now. I think it'll just be a talking to in the end of the day. No need to book him. Kevin Hart's in it. What the hell? Yo, that is interesting. That is interesting. Kevin Hart in a Borderlands movie. It's Christian Eriksen getting a few nibbles from Damari Gray, but still gets away with it. Marcus Rashford now up against his early arch nemesis, Bruno Fernandes. Loses possession on that time. The cast is major. Nana. Seemed like he got fouled by Bruno Fernandes there, and the referee obliges to blow the whistle. Oh, and he's booked Bruno Fernandes. He did stamp on his heel there. Whether that was intentional or not is another thing. It seems like, yeah, I guess that is a yellow card, right? Yeah, I guess it is a yellow card. Super Nick saying Sonic boom. But blessings to everybody who's been here over the course of this watch along so far. Just drop by. Be sure to drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Share to your friends and frenemies. Big up to everybody watching on Twitter as well. Be sure to come through to YouTube. Don't be shy. Come through to YouTube and say hi to all the 22s. And if you're watching after this live stream ends, shout out to you as well. Give your opinion on the game, because you would have seen it by then. Or maybe you wouldn't have, depending if you're interested. Give your opinion on the result. Rashford being double teamed by Coleman and Godfrey, and they get the better of him that time. Not a lot of support for Marcus, but United able to win back the ball. And Luke Shaw, Bruno Fernandes dropping deep and spraying a pass out to Diogo Dalot, but overhits it out for Everton goal kick. Super Nick asking how many times we'll have to see this Everton goal. Well, we just seen that Anthony one, and yes, they are showing a mistake there by double DG. Tarkowski making a run, making himself available for Pickford. He chooses the long route, and Luke Shaw wins the header. Maupay not really much of a presence there. Here's Bruno Fernandes coming forward. He'll look to chip it into the box. It finds Christian Eriksen. Lays it off for Anthony. Good block. And it gets all the way out to Damari Gray. And he himself does well just to get out of a dangerous area, a tight area. But hold on a second. There's a dangerous pass there by Tarkowski. Anthony in the box. Still has possession of the ball. Bruno into Anthony Martial. Flicks it out to Malacia. And it will be with a wonderful challenge. Here come Everton. Luke Shaw gets there first. Loving this end-to-end affair right now. Marcus Rashford chipping it into Bruno Fernandes, who tries to chest it into Martial. Not on the save wavelength again. Here come Everton. Damari Gray down the left wing. Up against Rafael Varane. He gets a foot on it, but Gray's still able to find Seamus Coleman. Alex Iwobi with a poor touch. Marcus Rashford gets it back, and now he sprints down the middle. Martial making a run on the left side. Anthony on the right. Rashford with distance. Saved by Jordan Pickford. What a game we're seeing right now, ladies and gents. In terms of keeping possession, not good at all. But end-to-end football, I'm sure the neutral is loving it. Marcus Rashford just with a shot from distance. It was relatively close to Pickford, but it took a bounce late on that may have made it a little more difficult for him to deal with. United just throwing it in now. Malacia. You can see we just missed that little cutting edge saying realist. We're getting closer, but also Everton. They could have an opportunity if the game continues in this same type of pattern. So Manchester United, as much as it is exciting, you can't have this end-to-end. It's not sustainable for the whole game. One team is going to end in tears at the end of the night. Or maybe not in tears, but just disappointment. Super Nick saying Anthony needs to stop that. I watched a video by Tifo Football this week, and it ties in with what happened to David De Gea. Yes. He's afraid to drive and progress the ball, saying Super Nick. Yes, that has been well documented about Anthony since his arrival. Tarkowski almost getting caught by Martial, but does well to turn away from danger and give it to his goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford. Godfrey giving it to Connor Cody. Just passing it across the back line. They'll try and find that outlet to Maupay. Chests it down. And a nice little 1-2 there with Idrissa Gana Gueye. And now here's Damari Gray. Mikalenko overlapping on the left wing. Crosses it in first time. It's a good ball in. Goes over everyone. Seamus Coleman gets it on the right wing now. Passes it backwards to Alex Iwobi. Finds Ben Godfrey. Poor touch and challenged by Bruno Fernandes. Here come Manchester United. Anthony now. Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial up with him. Anthony kind of slows it down and doesn't take on Onana. Waits for support. Casemiro with a poor pass. Aimed towards Rashford and gives away the ball. Oh, Nana. Please drop a like, of course, as Super Nick is saying, and vote on the poll. Subscribe if you're new. Share it to your friends, your frenemies, everybody that you know. I appreciate everybody for being here and interacting for however long you want to. Thank you so much for your support, Addicts. So we'll be trying to find Coleman onwards from that long ball, and it goes straight to David De Gea. Right now on the poll, we got 6 votes, and it's 50-50 on whether people want a Boubacar to come to United on loan. And it would be a loan deal. It's 50-50 right now. Interessante. Anthony just throwing it in. Giving it to Diogo Dalot, actually. 35 minutes in, and this game has been fast and furious at times. Delight for both teams and disappointment for both teams. Varane. Anthony trying to pass it around the corner to Dalot, but it's cut out again. Idrissa Gana Gueye trying to find Coleman. Rashford tracking back and just heading it in the air as Malacia will take it down. Bruno Fernandes. Real Malacia. Christian Eriksen now. Rafael Varane is advanced into this Everton half and is driving forward now. Giving it into Casemiro. Back to Varane. He's looking up, waiting for an option. Gives it to Anthony. Back to Varane. Good flick. Oh, that's nice by Varane. Gets past Idrissa Gana Gueye into Casemiro and is cleared away. Malacia at the edge of the box, lining it up, but only passes it to Bruno Fernandes. He whips it. His cross is blocked. And here come Everton now. Morpay picking it up. Dalot does well, and that may be a United throw-in. He's giving it to Everton now. Look at this saying, my centre-back that. I think he is an option, but not my first choice, saying Super Nick. Martial moving slowly, like Cristiano Ronaldo minus the goals and trophies. Saying Manj. He had good involvement leading up to the goal. In his desire to keep and win back possession each and every time, even though he was surrounded by 3 Everton shirts. And then he finds Marcus Rashford. Ten Hag right now with a serious face on. I'm sure he's not happy with what he's been able to see so far in the game. Morpay, he just dragged Dalot out of position there. Somehow the referee doesn't give a foul. Longest silverware drought for United since the 70s. 5 years. My word. My word. I believe Coleman was offside there on the through ball, and he is. Linesman just puts up the flag. A change of plan is needed. Any suggestion, folks? Let everybody know in the chat what you think needs to change for Manchester United. Getting closer to that halftime whistle being blown, of course. Still a little time to go. Here's Varane. Giving it to Diogo Dalot now. Nice attempt or try and find Bruno Fernandes. Didn't get the height on it. Tarkowski with not a great clearance. Anthony, nice turn. Casemiro tries to backheel it. But gets caught out again. A good double team by Mikalenko, and and Gay. Man saying losing the midfield battle. You know, we spoke about that. Here's Eriksen. Oh! Tries to bend it in the top corner. And not too far away there. Wins it back once again. And Eriksen just trying to whip it. Gets too much height on it that time. Pickford was getting nowhere near that if it was on target. I mean, currently in the midfield, you know, Casemiro, Eriksen as those guys behind, and Bruno as the advanced guy. Who would you guys bring on in the second half to shore up that midfield? Because the game is very open. Everton having a lot of opportunities to win back the ball and counter-attack freely. I mean, Manchester United do as well, but if we're looking at it just on our perspective, we're giving Everton way too much space and freedom to win back the ball and counter-attack on us. We are slowing things down a bit. We need to regain the control. And we need to be a lot better passing-wise. Manage the game. Here's Anthony. Giving it to Delo now. He'll try and find Anthony, but gets closed down. Earns his side of throwing. We need a killer up top, saying Star-Lord. Yeah, that is another thing, you know. We are speaking on United Tropics over at Realist United's YouTube channel today. And, of course, you know, those priority positions. I will ask everybody, what do you think are your priority positions to either replace somebody or get some depth in for Manchester United right now? I said striker, a midfielder, to rotate with Christian Eriksen, and a right back. Here's Casemiro. Good challenge by Tarkowski. A Ruud van Nistelrooy, centre forward type of player. I hear you, Star-Lord. I hear you. Somebody is just clinical, is happy with being in the box, and when the opportunity comes to them, you know that they'll have a good chance of taking it. Paxton saying striker, right back, goalkeeper, and midfielder. Would agree with that as well. Man saying striker, mid, right back, and goalkeeper. Neil Maupay coming away with the ball now. Playing it out wide to Alex Iwobi. Good touch back to Seamus Coleman. Connor Cody. Nice pass once again. Iwobi's was getting pressed down by Malacia. In the end, it deflected off of him and back to Manchester United. Iwobi a little frustrated there with his failure to play in Seamus Coleman. Eriksen. Terrell Malacia. Him and Rashford just linking up for the 1-2. Back to Christian Eriksen now. Rashford, a bit of space on the left side of the box, driving central. Fake shot. Left-footed strike, blocked. Everton have a lot of bodies in that area. Shout out to Santi in the car. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. Coming in and saying smash the like. Much love to you, bro. And shout out to the Manchester Kushner also. The time is now. Hopefully for Manchester United to score another goal. For now, Everton earn a free kick. Casemiro giving away another one. Maupay just chipping the ball over Casemiro and getting tripped. Connor Cody. Godfrey. Finding Coleman, Everton playing with that 5 at the back so that they can advance those 2 wing backs in Seamus Coleman and Mikalenko. Malacia giving it to Martial now, who picks up a position on the left side. Delo is making a run down central, which opens up the space for Anthony to receive that ball from Casemiro. Gives it back to Casemiro. We've got 2 minutes of added time at the end of the half. Delo trying to get it back from the return of Anthony, but it was a little short. Manchester United throwing. Delo finding Anthony Martial. And he earns his team a corner. Well played there by Martial. Luke Shaw getting ready to take this one. The in-swinger. The in-form Luke Shaw of recent times. Referee just stopping it right now, having a word. He's having a word with Idrissa Gana Gueye about something. Ball in the box, headed away that time by Tarkowski. United will come again with Eriksson. Luke Shaw just whipping it back into the area. It was a really good ball. Almost got to Marcus Rashford. Headed away once again. Here's Martial picking up the ball on the left side. Back to Rashford. Tries to get it back to Martial. United get caught in possession. Luke Shaw with a touch. It's almost half time now. And yeah, the referee blows that whistle. It is half time. Manchester United drawing 1-1 with Everton, taking the lead courtesy of Anthony. It was a good goal. Anthony Martial giving it to Marcus Rashford out on the left, who drives down that wing past Ben Godfrey, finds a bit of space, crosses it in with his left foot, and Anthony stretches out a foot to put it into the back of the net. Everton's goal was rather bizarre in regards that it came from a set piece. It was cleared away. Everton came back again. Onana just getting it down the line into the box. And Neil Maupay slides in, keeps it in play, and it goes through David De Gea's legs. Rather bizarrely, it seems like he just couldn't react in time. But definitely a mistake there by the goalkeeper. And that's how we found ourselves with the scoreline. Manchester United 1, Everton 1. And let me know what you think of the half so far, ladies and gentlemen. What you thought of the game. Let me just get a drink of water. But yeah, I think shout out to Kendall. Hope you're doing well. Today's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. Saying large up, same to you. Awful centre. First 45 for United. Super Nick saying I'm waiting for Roy Keane to spit. Yeah, just lacked control. Like I said, it's an entertaining game for the neutral. But if you're Erik ten Hag, you would have probably hated what you saw in the second half for the majority of it. When you're talking about just controlling the game, game management once you go 1-0 up, trying to keep possession of the ball. We just didn't do that enough. And to be fair, haven't been doing that for the last, I'd say, couple of games. That is kind of the level of our ball possession and progression is kind of, well, I wouldn't say progression, but at least possession. Our quality of possession has gone down, and we've been giving away the ball a lot recently, which needs to improve if we are to go in and win this game. Because what we're seeing is, as long as the game's open and Everton have those counter-attacking opportunities, they may not take the chances that they get, or they might just have that one opportunity and they take it, and all of a sudden the game's changed completely and Manchester United are in trouble. So in the second half, they're gonna need a speaking to. Will you guys make any substitutions at halftime? I'm gonna go back to the lineup and have a look at that. I mean, on the bench today, in terms of attacking options, got Garnacho, Elanga. You could put McTominay, Fred in there, and defensively, Wan-Bissaka, Martinez, Maguire, and Lindelof. So, is there anybody on the bench currently that you bring on you think could bring a level of stability? I know some people may not like this, but maybe a Scott McTominay introduction into the game for a Christian Eriksen, for example, may be able to counteract some of that. Who knows? Just a suggestion, no? Just a suggestion. Maybe even Fred. But we shall see. Kendall saying Gray been the best Everton player, and shout out to Manson saying hit the like button and subscribe. Appreciate you each and every time, everybody that's been here. Yeah, Damari Gray has been absolutely threatening on that left side, and say with Mikalenko, he's overlapped at times and been a threat for Everton. I think that the best has come from that left hand side, and Damari Gray, who in my opinion is a good player to have if you are looking at Everton and looking at the players they do have. I mean, going back to the lineup, they've got Dominic Calvert-Lewin on the bench who can affect their game. Anthony Gordon, Dwight McNeil. So there are names on that Everton bench also that Frank Lampard can call for. Our midfield was outrun, and then they park the bus rather than try and get the ball up the pitch. I hope the second half is not the same. Saying Super Nick, Gray is good. Kendall saying final pass from Everton is their problem. Yeah. You know, apart from the goal, which was scrappy within itself, it's that final pass, it's that final opportunity. You could say Manchester United themselves have been victims of that in the first half. So, yeah. What would you change in the second half if there are to be made any changes? Let me know. Let the 22s know over in the comments. Super Nick saying, dare I say it, the height or chaos is necessary in the midfield right now. Would you say a Scott McTominay or Fred? Maybe so. I can definitely see a scenario just of past experiences of watching Man United and seeing what kind of substitutions Erik ten Hag has made. I can definitely see a scenario where a Christian Eriksen is taken off and you bring on one of those two players. Just looking back at that Rashford goal now, they're showing Connor Cody, who's kind of free and maybe should do more to close down that passing angle by Marcus Rashford, but he does well there just to get into a dangerous area, and Anthony ends up having an wide open net. And that was 1-0 at the time. I might have a listen to see what Roy Keane's saying. All right, they're talking about De Gea now. Roy Keane hasn't been his biggest fan. It's been documented. Roy Keane calls it a shocking mistake by David De Gea. Yeah, Roy Keane piling it on, but yeah, well, they're laughing at it in the studio. That's all you need to know. I lost concentration. All right then. So the other day, and Nightmare being replayed. Kendall saying, don't want to see Chihuahuas, my bro reader says. Possibly Fred is required. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I could definitely see the scenario of those substitutions being made. Maybe in attacking areas. I think Marcus Rashford's had a really good game. Anthony, he scored the goal, which has been good for him. And he's been involved in parts of the first half. Diogo Dalot also coming from right back and getting involved in attacking areas. So I guess we'll have to see. I don't think there will be halftime changes because it is level. And unless Eric Ten Hag is extremely unhappy, we'll probably see them around, I don't know, 60th, 55, after 55 minutes. Just looking back at this poll now, we have 8 votes from the 22. Shout out to everybody who voted. I asked, would you like Abubakar to Manchester United in January on loan? And 62% of the people who voted, of the 8 people, said yes. 38% said no. So we actually started off the poll with no winning, and right now 62%, a massive 62% of people say yes. So if you haven't got the votes in, be sure to hit that yes or no button and have your say in the chat also as to why you would bring in Vincent Abubakar, or are there any other options that you would look at before thinking about him? Because he has been linked. I've seen in the last day or so, he has been linked of leaving his club and either being linked with Fenerbahce or Manchester United and moving Europe. De Gea got hit with the jump scare. Hey, listen, man, we ain't on Twitch. We ain't on Twitch, my friend. We ain't on Twitch. But if you know, you know. If you're over on Twitch, which link in the description, by the way, ladies and gents. If you are over on Twitch, then you will know, Manjan. And a lot of people try and get me with that jump scare, even when it ain't scary game time, ladies and gentlemen. But we are at halftime. We're in a little break. While we are here, be sure to hit a like on the video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new to CM22ENT. Share it to your friends and frenemies. And shout out to everybody watching on Twitter. Come through to YouTube. Don't be shy. Come through to YouTube. Say hi to the 22s. Be sure to follow over on Twitch at CM22ENT for gaming streams and possible other sports watch-alongs also, which we'll see NBA chillathons, wrestling chillathons, Royal Rumble coming up real soon, and also casual football chillathons as well, where we'll sit down with each other and watch different games here and there. But blessings to everybody inside. Be sure to follow on Twitter at CM22ENT. Link in the description. Join the community Discord. Large up all of the 22s inside there. How about Garnacho, peep, saying Super Nick? Well, who would you make that change for? Would you possibly make that change for Anthony or Marcus Rashford, Super Nick? Let us know. Kendall saying thoughts on Martial, because this guy ain't the player he once was. I definitely think Martial, I give him credit for the goal. He did well to get out of the little pack that they were trying to keep him in, and you know, there was 3 Everton players surrounding him. He was able to get out of that and advance the ball to the left-hand side to Marcus Rashford. And we all know what happens after that. Regarding the chances, there weren't really a lot of chances created for him in the area. Kendall saying not beating anybody one-on-one, giving the ball away, etc. I see what you mean. I do see what you mean, Kendall. Definitely see what you mean. Do you think his form? I'm not sure if it's the injuries, because we have seen him play well this season and score goals. Maybe it's just a scenario where he's come back and he's not in the greatest of form, not 100% fresh. I think Anthony Martial will be able to play himself into form, but the real question is whether he'll be able to stay fit. That's the biggest problem for me. I mean, since we have come back from the World Cup, yeah, he has missed a couple of chances that I think he should have put away as that starting striker, you know, the expectations and such. But we'll have to see if, you know, you get a good opportunity now. Let's see if he's able to take it in this game. And I think he needs a goal. He definitely needs a goal in this game going forward. In terms of confidence, really said, I need one of McFred on. Not every day you hear Mr. Realist United saying that. Super Nick saying Martial. What about Martial, Super Nick? Let the people know. What are you thinking about Anthony Martial right now? Yeah, they put the quote out on socials. Roy Keane saying, looks like the goalkeeper's had a few drinks. You guys heard about Dele Alli? Besiktas are exploring the possibility of cancelling Dele Alli's contract just 5 months into the season on loan from Everton. A major stumbling block is paying off the 1.14 million remaining on the deal. Once again, just looking at the external player. I mean, Dele Alli. We've all heard about his attitude and the way he applies himself, and it seems like it's come back to bite him once again. Martial off for Fred or okay. Okay. Ladies and gents, there are FA Cup replays in the 3rd round and the 4th round of the FA Cup this year. Just heard it off commentary. And then I believe beyond then, there will be extra time and penalties. Everton don't want him back. Yeah, I heard about that as well, Realist. Which is unfortunate. Big up, Rich Eagle Eye Football. Hope you're doing well. Your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. And be sure to go and subscribe to Eagle Eye Football. Check them out on YouTube and Twitch. Great content for Crystal Palace fan channel, but also speaks about football as a whole. And wonderful conversations and banter over there. Big up to Mr. King in the cut. Hope you're doing well. Your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. Big up yourself each and every time. And Brush, hope you're doing well. Your day's been best. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. They went over to Twitch trying to find you. Nah, that's understandable, bro. That is understandable because I have only recently moved these watch-alongs over to YouTube, over to here on YouTube. So it's one of them ones. Hope everybody's doing well. After a World Cup year, to have replays and no extra time is ludicrous. Yeah, Rich. That is a speaking point, isn't it? That is a point to touch on. Having extra games added on to the schedule we already have. And we're talking about any team. Ten Hag trying to spur on his side, but yeah, we're looking at every single team. Cup competitions, Carabao, FA, some of the bigger teams in Europe. Tell that Shinafok Wasteman to get back on Twitter to plug Tropics. Hey, yo! Hey, it's a sticky one still. We have kicked off for the second half, ladies and gents. Manchester United won, Everton won. Let's see what the second half brings. And I'm looking across the pitch and I believe the team has stayed the same. By the way, hashtag blame Tariq for the delay. On the next episode of Life. Oh boy, Tariq, what have you done? No, I'm using OBS, Rich. I'm using OBS. And also, because I'm an affiliate, I can't stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Otherwise, I would definitely be, otherwise I would be doing that. But yeah, it's a violation of the Twitch rules. Big up every time. Rich has been a lifetime since the last episode. I'm telling you, we've been asking for life. Tariq, we've been asking for life. That was a banger. Banger after banger after banger after banger like Seamus. Man, Tariq, why are you doing us dirty like this? Hashtag Chino tax saying, man. By the way, you know what, yeah? I want everybody to show love to Chino. Hashtag get well soon Chino in the chat, please. Hashtag get well soon Chino in the chat. He's a little under the weather right now, so please can we have a hashtag get well soon Chino in the chat. Paxton saying Life, the series that stopped after 2 episodes. Say it ain't so. Paxton. Oh dear. Alex Iwobi currently down for Everton right now, getting treatment on the ankle. Is he ill? Yes, my bad. Oh yeah. No worries, man. You want to know? Come on, man. Let's get a hashtag get well soon Chino train, fam. Get well soon Chino. Come on, man. Let's have some love. And also, yes. Blessings also to Ferbs UFTV. Go and subscribe to his YouTube channel over there and on Twitter. But sending love each and every time to Ferbs. You're always in our thoughts, bro. Really saying, for someone who loves to talk, you'd think you would do the show live. Shout out to Super Nick. Shout out to Rich, man. Hashtag blessings for Ferbs as well, if you can. Blessings for Ferbs in the chat. Kendall saying storm weather has reached Chino's ends, it seems. Boy. The winter isn't treating us well at all. I tell you what. Over the course of this winter, I've caught some crazy colds. Man's with the hashtag get well soon Chino. Hashtag leave. That's the hashtag. How did the squirrels agenda reach Chino? It looks like Doucouré is getting ready for Everton right now. Shout out to Super Nick. Oh no. It seems that Alex Iwobi's going to be taken off. Is that Alex Iwobi? I know he was just down. Yeah, so Iwobi is being taken off on a stretcher. Hopefully he's alright. He looks distressed. Being clapped off by the Everton fans. But prayers up to Alex Iwobi. Hopefully the injury is not too significant. Because he has been able to find form and reinvent himself for Everton. Lampard just having a word with Doucouré now. Man saying is Martial sub? No, Martial is still on the pitch, man. As far as I know. I wish him well, but we could do with his omission. Saying Super Nick. Okay, Doucouré's come on the pitch now. It took a little long to get his boots done and all of that stuff there, but I guess you gotta do it. Malacia and Luke Shaw trying to play out a trouble, and Casemiro completes that clearance. Here's Anthony driving forward for Manchester United. The low overlapping, and he'll bounce it back into Anthony. Christian Eriksen now playing it into Casemiro, a central area. He'll play it back into Luke Shaw. Varane now. All United outfielders in the Everton half. Everton have all 11 players back. Eriksen, long range, crossing it into Marcus Rashford, who's out on the left side, taking on Seamus Coleman, running up against Coleman. Good crossing again, and there's the own goal. Manchester United retake the lead. Connor Cody at the flex off his boot. Great work once again by Marcus Rashford, and United retake the lead. Connor Cody equalised for Everton, and he scored the second of the game in the wrong end. Great ball by Ericsson. Finds Rashford, who is literally hugging the touchline out wide. Takes on Connor Cody. Cuts back inside. And then quickly just goes back on the outside of Seamus Coleman. Crosses it in with his left. And it bounces off the boot of Connor Cody. Past Jordan Pickford into the back of the net. United lead again, ladies and gentlemen, 2-1. And in the comments, we got a Rashi from Star-Lord. We got a Rashi from Super Nick. Read this if we get in. Fullback Cody saying Super Nick. Man saying Martial was moving like Wesley Snipes from Blade with no sharpness. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's Luke Shaw. Terrell Malacia. And Marcus Rashford involved in both goals. You could say assisting both goals for Anthony and Connor Cody, who diverted the ball into the back of the net. The back of his own net, should I say. You got We One Glazers out once again. Going around the stadium. That must continue. The man who scored against us scored for us, Kendall. Well, how about that then? How about that? You got any NBA watch-alongs lined up? You know what, Manj? From next week, I will be restarting NBA watch-along, so look out for that one on the Twitch schedule. I will be trying to release the schedule over on Twitter as well. So, yeah, look out for that, guys. And if you do want to join the community Discord, click the link in the description. But yeah, NBA watch-alongs will be back from next week, and they will potentially be on YouTube. I will have to see. They'll potentially be on YouTube, or they'll stay on Twitch. We shall see. We shall see, ladies and gents. Because I think for now, I just keep them on Twitch. We'll see. But look out for that one. I'll keep you guys peeled. NBA watch-alongs will be back. Look out for later on. Me, Pros Only Sports, my guy Roland, and I'm not sure if Chino's going to be involved this week. It may be a scenario where it's a two-man job. But the Big 3 NBA review show will be on Pros Only Sports. I'm going to drop the link to the channel in the description. So bear me a moment, ladies and gents. Pros Only Sports. Only Sports. So I'm just dropping the link of the video to Pros Only Sports. It's going to be a live stream. It's always fun, ladies and gents. It's always fun. A fun show at 11 p.m. UK time. Rich saying, wait, promote your merch. You know what? I always forget. Let me get the link to that. Thank you for reminding me, Rich. I do have a bit of merch, so if you do want to, you know, get some from, I made it on the Stream Elements website. So if you do want to, and if you can, most importantly, go ahead, support, and maybe we can start a thing on Twitter where, you know, we can take pictures and get a little movement going. But I will drop the link to the merch if you want to, and if you can. Once again, those are big ifs. Breaking news, Vince McMahon on SmackDown tonight. Man said, nah. Imagine you hear the nah, less of that. Less of that. Therefore, is a fun NBA stream. Roland falls asleep. Ah, man. Hey, listen. Hey, that is. That's always my biggest fear when you're doing NBA watch-alongs late at night. Like when you're tired, you never know what happens, and that's why I always have to keep on. That's why I always have to keep on moving. Like the energy is insane because I have to do that in order to stay alive. And your interaction, it keeps me going as well. I take a pic and jump onto it either tonight or tomorrow. Big up yourself, Rich, and thank you once again, bro. Oh dear, we're getting sacked in the morning. Man saying them streams are slam dunks. I'm definitely love an NBA chillathon. Haven't done it for so long now. I think before the World Cup was when the last time we did a NBA chillathon. Nah. They need to start back soon. Yeah. It's Anthony. Bruno Fernandes. Rolls Royce incoming. Hold up, saying Kendall. It's David De Gea giving it to Mr. Rolls Royce himself. Ericsson trying to play it forward. It was ignored by Bruno, who's currently limping. Gonna have to monitor that situation. He is now pressing at full intensity, so he might be alright. Marcus Rashford winning back the ball for United now. Good challenge by Doucouré. And Malacia gives away a free kick. Rashford really feeling it recently, saying realist, definitely. It's great to see him back in form. And it's great to see Manchester United being able to get results and improving every week. Most importantly, right? Here's Diogo Dalot, poked forward by Anthony, crossed in, Manchester United corner. Jack Butland already exposed, saying Paxton. What the? Oh wait, I think I know what you're talking about, Paxton. The tweet when he said I'd never go to be a number 2 or something like that, right? I think maybe that might be the one you're referring to. Man saying I don't support an NBA team, but it's funny when Lakers leave because of the old James. Boy, listen, I like LeBron, man. You're one of the greatest players, if not the greatest player of all time. The longevity, the level of longevity that he's had in his career is something that we won't see for a very long time. So that's my opinion on LBJ. He is one of the most memed guys on social media, though. I will say that. Currently, for his little lion clip that's gone viral. Thoughts on getting Jack Butland. You know what, Rich? I understand the reasoning. Eric Ten Hag, if you watch the press conference, he explains that there was a scenario with Ajax last season where they had 3 goalkeepers injured. And you don't want to find yourself in a scenario where you're having to put in a young player. So we're not really preparing for 3 injuries here. But say if David De Gea gets injured, you want to have an option in Jack Butland who can stand in for a bit. And we've got Tom Heaton as a third. Just keeping our options there in terms of depth. But I understand it. Not opposing it or anything like that. So I understand the reasoning. Ronaldo said he'd never play in Qatar, etc. But here we are. Yeah, that's why I'm sure there's things I've said in the past that I've changed on. Here's Bruno Fernandes in the box. Back to Anthony. Trying to be smart. Bruno gets it back. Just being heckled right now by the Everton defenders, and Doucouré is able to win it back. Casemiro earning his team a throw-in. Come on, see him. Come on, see him. Do the voice, eh? Do the voice. You know, right now, Manchester United, it's 2-1 up. It's looking good, eh? But we have to continue. We have to progress the ball, and continue to play well. Here's Malacia. Shot blocked, eh? Maybe you should have progressed the play, huh? It's horrific. I'm gonna have to watch this back and see how bad the accent is. Don't worry, I'm learning Dutch soon. Big up Jack Butler saying, man. Actually, Rich, it's a good question. What do you think of Jack Butland? Because I know that he hasn't played a lot for Crystal Palace. He hasn't really been much of a first team regular, I would say, since he was at Stoke. Well, in the Premier League at least. He hasn't really played regularly in the Premier League since he was at Stoke. So, yeah, in that regard. But Kendall saying if we have Joe Pereira, bro, would have been something. Man, I forgot about that one, you know, Kendall. Joe Pereira. Or they gonna said Joe Pereira was mistaken still. Yeah. It's one of them ones, isn't it, Kendall? That is an unfortunate situation, but here comes Everton all of a sudden. Doucouré driving forward. Seamus Coleman! Good save by De Gea! And Morpay couldn't get a clean effort towards goal, and it was blocked off the line, but David De Gea able to get the save that time from the Seamus Coleman shot. And there's the threat that Everton possess. Manchester United must wake up. David De Gea redemption saying Super Nick ball in the box, headed away by Delo for now. And Casemiro headed forward to Bruno, who just boots it clear only to Doucouré. The Everton fans are getting louder now. Here's Onana. Into Mikalenko, trying to get it in the box, and David De Gea tries to keep it in, and does. See him still watching the first half here. Get out of here, man. You see the time. He's decent, bro. Got a little injury when he finally got to be #1 last season. Then Guaita massively improved. Okay, so it's just wrong timing for Jack Butland in a Crystal Palace shirt. Do you think that when he comes back, there's a possibility of him maybe trying to get back that first team spot? I don't know how many opportunities he's going to get to play here at Manchester United over the time he's here, but maybe if he does get a decent amount of game time, maybe in the cup competitions, Europa League, maybe he can impress and stake a case once he gets back to Palace. DCL to warm up here. Yeah, DCL to warm up here. I can see him now. He's about to put on his match shirt here. Interesting. Let me leave that one there. Oh, nah. What's his name? Yeah, what's it called? I remember when Alan Shearer made that joke on Match of the Day. Woo! Bruno Fernandes, long range strike. It all started from a little set piece. Ericsson passes it into him and Bruno just lining it up. It was pretty central. Pickford tips it over the bar. Corner kick. Christian Eriksen, Anthony Shaw. and it is played short in the end of the day. Here's Diogo Dalot. Was lining it up for a second. Luke Shaw clipping it out to Marcus Rashford on the left. Doucouré fouling Marcus Rashford. Doucouré is asking for a yellow card to Rashford for simulation, but no, Doucouré goes into the referee's books. Man saying hit the like button and subscribe, eh? So hit the like button and subscribe, eh? Please. And shout out to Paxton coming in always. Fulham under 21s 1, Manchester United 2. A winning start to 2023. Shoulder Shortier and Joe Hugo with the goals. Congratulations to them. Big up yourself, Paxton, for the updates as always. Christian Eriksen taking charge for this free kick now. He'll whip it into the area. It's too close to Jordan Pickford. I thought it was a good ball. It looked like one, but it just curled right into the hands of Pickford. Fred Garnacho, eh? My God, my accent. I need to hear Ten Hag again, eh? But yes, I'm just hearing now Fred and Garnacho being ready to come on for United. And I think it is a welcome change, at least for Fred. Garnacho offers something again, attacking-wise. Some tired legs in blue. Neil Maupay coming off for Dominic Calvert-Lewin now. So a different dynamic to deal with in terms of our centre-back partnership in Raphael Varane and Luke Shaw. A different dynamic there. The more tall, physical Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He will test our back four a little more than Neil Maupay has in terms of hold-up play in the air. So that will be interesting to see what he's able to do in the game. Man saying DCL underrated. Yeah, I think he struggled with injuries as of recently, which is, it always hurts when you're trying to keep up a level of consistency. Staying fit is the most important thing in trying to build a level of consistency, and he hasn't been able to do that. Yeah, he struggled since injury. He has. Super Nick. I'm not going to sing that. I'm not going to sing that. Sorry, Super Nick. How could I? Trying to fix my pillow on the back of my chair. Good posture, ladies and gents, is always important. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Otherwise, your back's going to burn. And you're going to pay for it. It's Terrell Malacia. Marcus Rashford. Super Nick is reporting that Casemiro and Martial will be the ones departing the pitch for Manchester United. For Alejandro Garnacho and Fred. Manages to stay fit enough to model. Hey, Rich. Hey, the body status goes worldwide. You're not wrong. Just making the substitutions now for me. Possibly another frustrating night for Tony. And to say no Chihuahua. Does anybody in the chat have a pet? Weird question, but does anybody in the chat have a pet? And if so, what kind? What kind? I know Relis has a pet dog, you know, loves him very much. Makes a lot of noise, make sure that he understands, make sure he wakes up in the morning and wakes up from his afternoon naps. Garnacho early on just getting his first touch, but lost his footing, goes out for an Everton goal kick. Check wrestle vote, saying Manj, okay. Really has to scream. Bird, I called him Chico. Nah, Rich Chain. Hey, just kidding. Hey, hey. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's Godfrey for Everton. Just passing it across the back line right now. Manchester United. Up high as well. Dominic Calvert-Lewin flicks it. Oh no, that's a nice move by Damari Gray. And he gets the ball back now on the right side of the box, driving into the area. Gets past Malacia into the area. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 2-2. The substitute with an instant impact. Calvert-Lewin flicked it to Damari Gray. Gray with a flick of his own into Seamus Coleman, who found Damari back on the right wing. And he was devastating. Direct up against Terrell Malacia and got past him with ease. Whipped it into a dangerous area, and I believe Dominic Calvert-Lewin just needed to chest that into the box. I'm seeing it again now. Drop of the shoulder into the area. Dominic Calvert-Lewin off his chest. 2-2. But hold on a second. People in the chat are saying VAR. So we're having a check. Oh, no, ruled out. The goal is ruled out, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United still lead 2-1. And that was a quick decision by the referee. It sounds like it was Damari Gray who was caught offside on the pass off of Seamus Coleman. Paxton coming in saying Atletico Madrid keep pushing to have Soyuncu. Is that Kagla Soyuncu from Leicester? Oh, yes, it is already in January, as talks with will take place with Leicester in the next days with players' approval in any case. Soyuncu is expected to join the club in June as a free agent if all goes well. Super Nick saying VAR. Reader saying thank you. Brush saying ruled out. Super Nick saying Malacia, mate. That may be a little wake up, Malacia, mate. Here is the low. Whips it into a dangerous area himself. It's cleared away. Christian Eriksen lining it up with his left, but doesn't oblige to the crowds. Please, the low in the box, headed away by Godfrey. Dominic Calvert-Lewin gives the ball away into the box. Bruno Fernandes heads it across. This time it's Connor Cody getting there, and he'll try and clear it away. And the free kick given, Connor Cody was fouled. And Pickford literally ran out to confront the referee. And then we're looking at the offside again, yeah. Damari Gray was just offside. His foot was just... And yes, as they come on, Leacher on, the Butcher is here. Lisandro Martinez enters the pitch and is instantly trying to encourage his teammates. He comes on for Terrell Malacia. Paxton saying, from what I'm hearing, this game is close. We told you, realists, we don't make it easy for ourselves, especially in the FA Cup. Hey, Paxton was right. It is a close game. In the first half, we had a very end-to-end affair, but Everton themselves, they're looking to counter-attack and make the most of the opportunities where Manchester United give away the ball, and we have done that a lot. Man saying I'm impressed by Gray. Yeah, Damari Gray, he is a brilliant player, Damari Gray, in my opinion. Big fan of him. And we need him for player for Jamaica. Come cross, my you. Fred is fired up. Man want beef. These guys had a super moat before coming on. They are hyped. Listen, anything to get the job done. Currently, we're 2-1 up. But the game is far from over. With under 15 minutes to go now in the game. We shall see. And yes, people, be sure to show some love on the video if you are enjoying by dropping a like and sharing to your friends and frenemies. If you're new, be sure to subscribe to CM22ENT. And then all the links are in the description to Discord, Twitch, Twitter, and everything else. Really saying the drug test is needed. Not gonna lie. As Idrissa Gana Gueye blasts a shot over the bar. Gray has been aggressive, but man lacks enough goals and assists. You could say that, Kendall. I think he had a point where it looked like he was going to be a consistent threat. Kind of dipped in terms of that production. But nonetheless, a really dangerous player on his day. These men had the inhalers. If you know, you know. Oh yeah, I was meant to check this WrestleVotes thing that man said. Sources state that all employee WWE meeting has concluded with nothing of note taking place. Meeting was conducted by Stephanie, Nick Khan, and Frank Riddick. Business as usual was the message. For my WWE fans out there. Bringing the right team around the right players would thrive, saying Super Nick. It's the low. Anthony. Giving it back to Christian Eriksen and receiving it back now. Tight pressure. And that's nice by Anthony. And a little roulette. We'd love to see that now. There's a bit of activity. Anthony leaves it for Fred. And Fred gives it away to Idrissa Gana Gueye. And Damari Gray wins a throw-in for Everton. Vibes just posted in the Discord saying, Manj. You see Sasha debut in Japan. Hey, yeah, man. I saw it, brush. It's exciting times for Mercedes Monet. Everton having a couple subs. Seamus Coleman coming off for Anthony Gordon, and Dwight McNeil is also coming on for Mikalenko. Wonder where United hater NN is a team happy. Hey, where is NN? I hope NN is doing well. Hope he's had a happy new year. Shout out to Lindley in the cut. Hope you're doing well. Today's been blessed. I appreciate you coming by each and every time. Say blessings to see him and everyone in the cut. Gordon on here. Gordon needs to slap his barber. See. Hey, if I speak. with this WWE talk. Hey, read this there. Put some respect, fam. If you want to be a tag team champion, you gotta respect the business, big man. You can't be Cam Domino's teammate and not respect the business. Here's Marcus Rashford. Just challenged there that time by Tarkovsky. Gonna lurk for a bit, just cooked and I gotta wash up. Big up yourself, Linley. What are you eating on this wonderful day? Battered in midfield, saying Manch. Here's the Corday. It's an opportunity to run forward and do his thing. Damari Gray picking it up again, giving it to Dwight McMill, crossing it into the box towards Calvert-Lewin, headed away that time. Super Nick is reporting, saying Maguire on for Ericsson. And then Chelsea have been smelly since Potter. Right, yeah, it's a sticky one still. I can't lie, Kendo. And yes, Scott McTominay will be coming on also. So yes, Maguire replacing Christian Eriksen. And Super Nick is reporting McTominay on for Anthony, the goal scorer of Manchester United's first. Hold on. Lindy saying, had a black pepper beef stir fry. Put a picking crabs Discord. Ooh, Chef's Corner is heating up tonight. I can't wait until we all get PS5s and the EOPs take on the Agendis in a TLC match. You know what will make that so great? With me being a fellow mercenary by myself, there can be a storyline in the lead up to all of that on who's going to get my signature for the night. EOPs or Agendis, we shall see. WWE, eh? United winning, eh? Lampard getting the sack, eh? But we shall see in that regard. Everton, yeah, he's definitely on the list. You just made the list! See, eh? Saying Manch. Super Nick, looking a little worried there. I'm not sure what's going on here. Yeah. Where this CTC is showing why it's 6. You know what? Yeah, I haven't spoken to CTC in a minute. I'm sure he'll tell you not to chase the chaos. But yeah. I wouldn't be so far-fetched. I didn't know CTC was a wrestler like that, but if he is, I'm sure Bray Wyatt will be recruiting ASAP. Paxton saying I might have to support the Agendis in that. Read this in the park, eh? It's Godfrey. Just not able to control, but keeps it in the end. Ben Gordon plays it back, and now Decore on the ball. Receives it back from Damari Gray. Oh, that's nice by Ben Gordon. And now it's Decore. A lot of space on the right-hand side. Takes a touch. Plays it into Godfrey. Not the greatest of touches. And Leach is able to keep that and let it go out of play for a Manchester United goal kick. Great defensive work by Martinez. Paxton saying who would want to be on the side with who would want to side with the enemies of progress. Man saying when's the replay? I'm fearing that I care less. When is the draw for the 4th round? Let me see. When is the FA Cup? Okay, so the draw will be on Sunday the 8th. So this weekend, the 4th round draw, Sunday the 8th. That is when the draw will be made. And I'm looking for the third round replay dates. Enemy of propaganda, saying brush. He's changed the label of the EOPs to enemy of propaganda. Monday. ICL, I can't lie. I always can confuse that with I care less and I can't lie, fam. Whenever I see ICL, my automatic thing is to say I care less. I don't know why. Because that doesn't even make sense in regards to the sentence that you posted. I'm just a bloody dinosaur. Onana with a late challenge on Lisandro Martinez. And he stayed down a little bit. Onana enters the book. Oh, that was a robust. Oh, robust challenge by Onana. Man saying I'm stress-free this season, but tonight has gotten me stressed. Oh, hold on a minute. I said, why is Chihuahua on the field? Don't like that guy. Manchester United have a free kick right now. They brush the same and say botch. Yeah, I hear you. Here's Marcus Rashford, free kick over the bar. You know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. In defense to her, it's more so Kyrie who kind of messes up the move a little bit. Now I haven't looked at it. I mean, man needs to look at it again. But it seems like because what it is she has her on the back and then it kind of spins off and then goes into a DDT. So yeah, I didn't hear the promo though. Nah, Vibes is violating. Vibes is violating. Here's Bruno Fernandes, corner kick now. Fred tries to volley that one outside the box, doesn't catch it cleanly. Luke Shaw wins the header. I don't want peace. I want problems. Always. We don't want problems right now, though. We want a Manchester United win. Let's just get that one clear. Idrissa giving it to his midfield partner. Onana just giving it back to him again. Going into the 90th minute now. 6 minutes of added time, ladies and gents. You heard a little groan from the crowd. The Old Trafford faithful. Oh me, oh my. Everton still have a lifeline as the Mari Gray's shot goes straight into the hands of David De Gea. Low near post and David read that one. Man saying what kind of World Cup stoppage time is this? You know what, yeah, I got used to that I did get used to that anyway. And then all of a sudden, they changed it in the World Cup. So then we weren't getting 10 minutes of added time once the group stage is ended. I was crying. Can't lie, I'm not really hating. Just wanted to continue the Truth versus EOP battle. Paxton, Benfica coach Schmidt. It's clear what Enzo Fernandez did wasn't right. That's why he wasn't in the team. I'm happy to announce from tomorrow I'll see Enzo in training. He's our player. We need him. Now Enzo can focus on Benfica and football again. The dagger saying, man. The truth, he said. Paxton, what did Enzo Fernandez do? If you can put a tweet in there, what exactly did he do? Ball in the box for Everton. Ben Godfrey touches it down on the right wing, chips it back in. Danger there. I mean, Doucouré was there. Connor Cody was there. And it goes out for a Manchester United goal kick. They just couldn't get the connection on. I'm the truth's cousin. The fact saying, man. Rashford saving us while people's number 9 had more successful Tinder swipes than. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. David De Gea just kicking this one out almost 2.5 minutes into added time. Rashford swipes that one forward and it goes straight back to Pickford. They've given Marcus Rashford the man of the match here. Definitely in the first half was brilliant. Going forwards and attacking areas. Here's McTominay, Marcus Rashford. It could be in for another goal now. And Ben Godfrey with a great challenge. The ball just got away from Marcus. And it's a corner kick to United. He went to Argentina without permission to celebrate. And the Chelsea stuff, I believe, with Enzo. Okay, Paxton. Thank you for that, sir. The real Anthony, 21. Can you do something for me? Man, Martial, Vibes is on to him. Rashford just getting another corner, booting the ball off Ben Gordon. Not exactly booting, just passing it off him. Vibes on violence, saying realist. Rashford passing out to Fred. Think now's the time to just see out the game. Everton will desperately be wanting to get forward and try and get for that goal with 2 minutes to go in added time. Nice touch by Bruno. And you don't need to do that. Just take your time. Bruno Fernandes just about outside the box on the left side. Touches it down ever so nicely and straight away just tries to go for the shot. He doesn't need to do that there. Does not need to do that. He can take another touch maybe, but we'll see. It's the Mari Gray, Fred, Doucouré, Everton now in desperation mode. As McTominay gave away the ball and won it back in a matter of seconds. Fred playing it to Bruno Fernandes. Now Manchester United have an attacking outlet. Alejandro Garnacho can drive forward. Godfrey charging back now. Garnacho goes down. Penalty to Manchester United. Ben Godfrey was charging back. And it seemed like he ended up taking down Garnacho. And now is a chance to get the third goal and secure their space in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Looking at Godfrey, he drags him back ever so slightly. Constant arm and then his foot collides with Garnacho. Definitely a penalty. Brush saying pen, Super Nick saying pen. And going to Argentina, Enzo missed the whole day of training. I'm seeing saying Paxton. Oh dear. Realist, don't worry. Just a few months before he's... And he said let it go. I'll brush. It'll be Marcus Rashford taking this penalty. Looking to add to his goal tally already. and the wonderful run of form he deserves. If anybody deserves a goal today, it is Marcus Rashford. He has an assist today. You could say a couple of assists if you count the own goal. And now he'll step up for the penalty. Up against Jordan Pickford. He starts his run up. Little starter steps. And goal! 3-1 Manchester United. Game, set, and match. Marcus Rashford does it again. And with the trademark celebration. Game over. Literally. Yeah, Pickford just goes the wrong way and Rashford gave him the eyes and just side-footed it into the right corner of the goal. Great penalty, and Rashford does it again. Not gonna lie, man, the celebration needs to become iconic. People need to be pushing the celebration, man. Shout out to my guy Ronan. Pro Zone Esports. Gonna be on a Big 3 NBA review show at 11 p.m. UK time. Ben Godfrey, hold that. Garnacho's been lively since coming on, indeed. Earns his team a penalty there in added time. And the referee blows the final whistle. That is the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United 3, Everton 1. Goals from... We can wheel it back, wind it back, ladies and gentlemen. Goals from Anthony in the 3rd minute to take the lead, assisted by Marcus Rashford. Connor Cody got his team back into the game from a David De Gea mistake. But Connor Cody in the 2nd half, unfortunately, scored an own goal through brilliant work by Marcus Rashford yet again on that left-hand side, going past Seamus Coleman and using his left foot to get into the dangerous area where Connor Cody stuck out a foot and point in the back of the net. And then Rashford gets his goal from the penalty spot. Good counter-attacking by Manchester United, leading to Garnacho being brought down by Ben Godfrey, and Marcus Rashford dispatched that one to put Manchester United in the FA Cup 4th round. Let me know what you think of the game in the chat if you're watching this stream back. And right now, if you guys are in the chat, let me know what you think of the game, what you thought of the game, and your whole opinion on the Manchester United performance. If you have any Everton fans in here, let me know what you think of your team's performance as well. Rush says so cool and calm on the Rashford penalty. Man saying let's go. Super Nick saying next round locked. Man saying we can all relax and enjoy the weekend games. Pro Zone Esports saying more Rashford apologies, please. Can you do something for me? Reader saying Lampard in the mud. It'll be interesting to see what happens regarding his role as Everton manager over the weekend. 5 saying decent performance from our attack. Garnacho, Anthony, and Rashford. Anything about Martial? Vibes? Any thoughts on Anthony Martial? I think another frustrating game for him. Wasn't able to get the opportunities in front of goal. At times may have been a bit sloppy, which I will say the whole team suffered from at times today, giving away the ball, contributing to that game being so open in the 1st half and parts of the 2nd half. So it wasn't only him. Got to get away from that kind of scapegoat mentality, you know? If I'm Lampard, I'm leaving Godfrey behind Paxton. I like the screen set up on screen. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much, Roland. What did Martial do in this game? Question mark. Readers is asking. Oh boy. Moyes and Lampshade to swap clubs soon. Yeah, I don't know about that. Even Moyes himself is under pressure at West Ham. Not able to get the results down. They're being dragged into a relegation race. But ladies and gentlemen, another wonderful game, another wonderful victory. Super Nick saying his name is Marcus. Surname begins with an R, not T. Yes, now lovely wordplay there, Super Nick. I see what you did there, sister. And I see what you did. But I do want to thank everybody. First and foremost, let me just get the right screen on. I do want to thank everybody for your continuous support over these watch-alongs. I'm having an absolute blast. I can't lie. I'm having some real fun since the turn of the year, since before the year, to be honest, when the watch-along started. And I think I'll be back for the Charlton game. So bring on Charlton indeed, like what Brush said. I think I'll be back for that to let the streak continue. I'll let you guys know in advance, of course. Be sure to check out the community Discord. Link in the description to join there. Schedules get released first time over there. And I will try and relay that information over on Twitter, which you can also hit the description and follow. Be sure to follow CM22ENT over on Twitch. Little gaming streams and alternative sports watch-alongs, NBA, wrestling, and just casual football chillathons over there as well. Be sure to hit a like on the video on the way out if you haven't already. We got 10 people watching, I can see. Blessings to everybody also that has come by. Thank you for the love over the course of this stream. And I'll even end the poll now. We asked the question, you want a Boubacar to United? 53% said no, and 46% said yes out of the 15 people who voted. So that is an interesting one. And maybe everybody, once this VOD goes up, you can get in the chat and have a little conversation about it there. Shout out to my guy, Football Power Hour, Botswana Pappy. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. I appreciate you coming by each and every time. Hope you enjoyed the game. And give me your quick thoughts on the game, if you don't mind, before we go off stream also. Hey, Charlton, really saying we did our job. He's enjoying it. But yeah, bring on Charlton next game. Once again, thank you so much for the likes. Big up to everybody who's new. Be sure to subscribe, share to your friends and frenemies all around the world. Because trust me, keep your enemies closer. That's a real saying. For us saying bots in the building, keep your enemies closer. You never know when you might have to send them a little link. You know what I mean? To get them supporting the thing, and all of a sudden, friendships or enemies are rekindled. You just have to find out, right, folks? You just have to find out. Also, when I say big up to everybody who's found the stream over from Twitter, if you're seeing me now, just come over. Say hi to the 22s. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you like what you're seeing. But yeah, watch-alongs will continue over the course of this year and the rest of this season for Manchester United over here on CM22ENT. Catch the United Twins, who will be doing a review of this game. I believe the episode should be out by Sunday. So look out for that one. Sunday at 1:30 p.m. UK time. Sunday at 1:30 p.m. UK time. On 1:15. Okay. Let me talk to you. Or check with me. Super Dick saying Abubakar may not be the first choice, but we need someone and something different that could contribute goals, so don't count it out. Yeah? Hello, eh? Super Dick. But yeah, I hear you in that regard. It will be interesting to see what other options there are as well. Once again, in the comments, be sure to give that one a go and have your say. Shout out to Jamil Hodge. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time we move. He's saying, man, saying take care, everyone, eh? Take care, everyone, eh? Marcus Rashford receiving that man of the match trophy. But it is time to depart, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, on a big up Super Nick, Manj, Jamil, a Football Power Hour, Pros Only Sports, Brush in the cut, Vibes FC in the cut, Realist United, man like Paxton in the cut. Did I say Brush? Big up to Brush in the cut. And everybody, Eagle-Eyed Football, Linley in the cut as well. And make sure I don't miss out anybody. YouTube bless me. Shout out to both Kings. You know, King's Football Show and King KB. Big up to both of you for coming through to the stream as well. Shout out to Star Lord, the Lord himself. The Star Lord. Shout out to you for coming through to the stream. Also, thank you to everybody who came here. We should be back for the Charlton game. Look out for the United Twins on Sunday. What would ETH say? What would ETH say, huh? What would ETH say? Huh? You would say, well, if you are watching this video, and you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you haven't subscribed to CM22, then you have to do a better job. You can't be watching this video and not supporting CM22 ENT. You cannot be watching this video, the United Twins, and not be supporting CM22 ENT. So be sure to hit the like on the video, subscribe, follow on Twitter, and do what you need to do, I'll see you lot in bit,